Okay, Twyla?
Yes, this is it.
Okay. All right, let's start over again. And I'm going to be taking notes and I will be recording. Can you tell me, again, the name of the police department? And then you were just about to tell me, you said your husband was on GPS and you found him in some inappropriate places?
Yeah, I did. It's located in Maxton, North Carolina. And I downloaded a GPS on his cell phone and placed it underneath the car so I could track him. He was located with a female. When I got there, they were leaving. He told me that he was with a female. He didn't go to the DUI. I had gotten written phone calls that he has been seeing me and my mother. I had also found out a few weeks ago that he was going to see a young lady out of the department area, out of his work area, in the work vehicle.
Does he know, hold on. Does he know that you have him on GPS?
Yeah, he didn't know. He didn't know.
No, I mean, does he know now?
No, I don't do it. I haven't done it in the last 2 months. Last month and a half.
Okay, but when you first caught him, you had him on GPS, he didn't know it, so you got him someplace he probably wouldn't have wanted you to know about. Now, how did you find out, I mean, how do you know he was there with the young girl? Did you see him, or did he just admit to it?
He admitted to it.
Okay.
Because he assumed, he didn't know to what extent the GPS let me see off my computer.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just assumed that the GPS showed everything.
Okay.
And I let him admit to it.
Okay. So he admitted to you, and did you report this to the police department?
Yes, I did.
You told his supervisor?
Yes, I did. I told his captain.
Okay, what's his captain's name?
Kenny Dees.
Kenny Dees. You told Captain Dees that you're, and what's your husband's name, if you don't mind?
Bobby Dean Locklear.
Bobby Locklear. Okay. So you told Captain Dees that Bobby Locklear was, what, having sex on duty?
I explained to her what I had done, just what I just explained to you. Mm-hmm. And I told her that he came home, because he works only night shifts. He only works 3 to 3, or either like 6 in the afternoon to 6 the next morning. And I explained to her what I had done, and I explained to her he came home and he admitted to being with a female, and I told her the female's name. And her response to what I had told her was, "It will be your word against his. Oh well, we don't use these. We don't go on the GPS."
So she refused to accept the GPS as evidence?
That's correct.
Okay, now.
Because they don't have to.
Okay, well, I don't know if that's true. Let me ask you a couple more questions. The GPS, was it a separate device, or was it something just you used to track his phone?
It's actually something I use to track his phone.
Okay. Now, does it give you a printout of some way of recovering where the person went later? Can you get a copy of where he went?
I can try to get it for you. I tracked him on GPS through my computer.
Uh-huh.
And it normally saves. It'll save your
That's what
location.
I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. If you can show me the proof that you presented to them, then I can ask them why they didn't do anything about it.
Okay, I will try my best to get it.
Okay, now let's go over a few more details. So, was your principal goal when you started doing this recording, you thought your husband was cheating on you and you wanted to document it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been going on for a few years, and I knew about it because he has, about 2.5 years ago, he didn't come home. And I didn't know what was going on. And he's only been a police officer about 5 years now. He didn't come home, and I went to the department. I was, asking what's going on, asking the department, could y'all tell me where he's at? He just walks off and leaves me and my children and stays on for 2.5 weeks.
And he didn't call, he didn't say anything?
He did not call. He would not return my phone calls. I went to the department. He asked the department to tell me not to come back. And I didn't know what to do.
Okay, and when did that happen? How long ago was that?
That's been about 2 years. That's when it actually started happening.
Okay,
I'm sorry, what?
So about 2 years ago, he took off for a couple of weeks, didn't come back. You became worried, so then you started worrying about whether or not he was being faithful.
That's correct. And then, actually, after he left, and he come back in about 2.5 weeks, and he just said he needed some time to himself. And I didn't look into it or anything because I got the friends hospitalized. Me and at the time my daughter was like 8 years old. She was hospitalized because he wouldn't return her calls either. And I found out after he come home, the girl actually come to my home and told me that he had been staying with her the whole time.
And who is this girl?
And the department knew of him.
Okay, who is the girl? Did she name herself? I mean, do you know who she is?
Yes, I know she actually stays probably about a mile from me.
Okay. And is she in any way related to your family goings and comings? I mean, is she a stranger to you guys, to the family?
She was a stranger to me at that time, yes she was.
Okay. Now, so you've had proof that he was having a relationship, but that may not be illegal. You said that your husband was having sex and doing these things on duty. Now, the day that you GPS'd him, you said he was actually in his patrol car? Was he on duty at that time?
Yes, he was on duty in uniform.
In uniform?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how long was he at the spot that your GPS indicated that he was there?
Probably about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, 15 to 20 minutes. And he was there with another woman by his own admission?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think he did anything more than talk to her?
Yeah. Because the next morning, this was over in the morning hours, around 1:15. The next morning, during daylight hours, I went to that location that they were at, because the GPS gives you exact location. It was, like I said, it was an abandoned house in the city limits of that town. And there was condoms and just, it was disgusting.
So you think he had sex with her in an abandoned house?
Yeah.
Did he ever tell you otherwise? I mean, when he admitted being with her, did he say, I didn't do anything, or he just didn't address it?
He said that he was with her, they met there to talk.
Okay. Okay. And were there any witnesses, if you know of any?
None that I know of.
Okay. And has he done this on more than one occasion? The thing that you just described?
Yeah.
Okay, when did he do it next?
It's only been a few months ago. He didn't know it again, and I just started back up doing it. I found him probably 20 miles out of his work area, because like I said, it's a town, at 3 o'clock in the morning at a park off of a main highway.
So your GPS tracking of your husband while he's on duty demonstrated that he was at a park for an extended period of time at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, it did.
Okay, and do you believe that he was with another woman again?
Yes, he was, because of the girl stays probably about 2 minutes away from the park.
So it was really right around the corner from her house?
Yeah, and I know for a known fact he's seeing this girl at this time because her dad told me.
Her dad said she's having a relationship with your husband?
Yes, that's correct, because the way I found out is her dad come to my job and let me know that my husband was coming to his home in the patrol car on duty, seeing his daughter.
He visits his daughter. Is that inside the city limits or outside the city limits?
It's outside the city limits.
So he's visiting her at her residence outside of the city that he patrols?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and give me the name of his city again. What's the name of it?
It's Maxton, North Carolina.
Maxton. Can you spell it for me?
Maxton.